Hey there everybody and welcome back to the session. We unfortunately, as you see, do not have a Fuzzy. She is MIA and won't be joining us at this session because her mobile internet connection is bad, so fuck BT.
Yay.
Hashtag fuck BT.
As far as I'm aware, it's not BT's fault anymore. It's whatever the building or whatever.
Oh, it's the building?
Yeah, there's like a wire or something
Like
in
she
the building.
doesn't have like the appropriate wire to get it up to her apartment or some shit, and like it's to do with the building, not with BT now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
So-
really waiting on an electrician to come out and then BT.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Which is the longest go. Like it takes so long to get internet installed anyway, let alone when there's even the smallest little hiccup, and it's like, well, you will never get internet.
So
It's a new building as well. which is great.
let's finish up Poultree's character. And guys in chat, if you have any questions still that you want to ask, you haven't had time to ask in the
Yes.
Q&A session, feel free.
Ask me questions and other people, but I'm self-absorbed, so mostly me.
Okay, so I don't know. Let's finish up Poultree's character.
Yep. So, are we doing like who I am first, or are we gonna finish the character and then do who I am?
Finish first, then.
Okay. So, being 32, I have to do a improvement check on my education.
Yep.
Is I just roll my education? If I get
Yep.
higher, I get to increase it.
Yep.
Boop.
What is
Nope.
an improvement check?
I guess I just get to make it higher if I pass
So
it.
Brad, improvements check is literally if you roll above your stat, you get to a 1d10 to improve it.
Oh,
I did not.
Oh, I thought you were saying that because you're 32 years old as a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
because
Yeah,
he's-
that was it.
Yeah,
really?
literally he
Part of the handbook is age modifiers. If you're 20s and 30s, you get to do that.
We did
That's
it,
crazy
Brad.
because
Yeah.
I feel like I've got dumber in real life the older I get. Because when you're in school, you're using your brain, right?
Yeah.
You're like learning stuff, and then you just become like slowly more vegetable.
Never have I been as stupid as when I am a professional streamer.
I think
Every
like,
day.
sub 20 is like you haven't learned anything yet, so you're still kind of dumb and you're still learning. And then 20s and 30s you're okay, and then later on you start getting dumb.
Yeah, I suppose like your academic intelligence goes down, but your kind of wisdom, like life
Yeah.
experience, goes up. so-
intelligence, wisdom.
yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. When you get to your 40s, you actually make 2 improvement checks for your education, but you take 5 points away from your strength, constitution, or dexterity, and you reduce your appearance by 5.
Fair.
And then like it
That's
goes up by
not
5.
that's not true.
But-
There are
Get
people who
uglier.
are hotter
Yeah.
when they're older.
You don't
some
mature.
40-year-olds are really hot though. That's
Right.
the
Yeah,
thing.
but some
People
look like they're 70.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then there's like
that's
Helen Mirren, so
nice. Yeah, like some people look really good. Like some guys get that like grey hair flecky thing, and it's like,
yeah, like George Clooney and Joey from Friends, Matt LeBlanc, all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. See, loads of like older people who
this game
don't-
is a lie.
shocking.
Joakim,
Keep
what's
making
what's
Poultree's
system?
character.
This is
Let's
true.
send a complaint.
Okay,
So-
stop listening to us. Finish up Poultree's character.
So, how far are you on with the character creation, Poultry?
I have done my stats, which we rolled before. And can you see this, Chucky? Can you like open?
Yeah, I'll open it for you. No way.
Just for chat, I guess.
Henry Nichols.
Henry Nichols, that's him.
There we go.
He is 32, and I haven't worked out where he lives or where he was born, but it's probably New York if that's where we're going to be.
Yeah.
So that's all my stats that I got from the roll. The move rate comes from the stats. Hit points I haven't done yet.
That's automatic, so
It's automatic. You have 10.
yeah, you don't have to.
By the way, Joakim, I just went on and filled up my HP. I had 8 out of 10. I just gave myself 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, it was the current I wasn't doing. Okay, cool. So sweet. 10, done. And the luck was done before. My damage bonus is -1 because overall my strength and size together is 75. So, fuck. It kind of fits the character though. He's not a fighter.
Yeah.
So I get -1 to my build and -1 to my damage bonus, which blows.
Wow,
Sanity,
that's
I
a
do
nice
not know.
dexterity.
Yeah, he's fast. It's his job. Well, we'll get into why he's the way he is. Move rate is 8 because of strength and dex. One is higher than my size, one isn't. I need the sanity. I can't remember how to do that.
It's equal to your power.
Oh, sweet. That was easy. 55.
Yeah, we have the same sanity.
Sweet. That does not bode well, mister. I'm going to shoot somebody in the head. I know you survived that, I guess. You made it.
I made it simply because there was somebody in front of me with a shotgun that got burned out of existence first.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I meant Yabo when you almost shot him in the back of the head.
Oh, yes, that was very close. That was very close.
That was close. Okay, so part of being a photographer, which is what Henry does, is that I get to pick one of Charm, Fast Talk, Intimidate, or Persuade as my skills. Yeah, investigator skills. Yeah. I figure he's kind of small, so he's probably not going to be very intimidating, so I won't take that. He's kind of a weaselly kind of guy, so Charm probably isn't going to work. So Persuade or Fast Talk makes more sense for the character.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably take Fast Talk because it seems like that makes more sense for someone who's in the position he's in.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Oh god, where is it? Fast Talk. Cool. So that's done. And I get 2 more skills as personal / era, and I have no idea what they're going to be yet, but I can work that out.
Read lips, maybe, like everyone else.
Well,
George doesn't have it. George doesn't have it.
I figure probably dodge is probably good for him, but I don't know if you can take dodge as a thing on top of also having it as your half dex. Like, can it also be a skill?
You can put it.
You can still have that, but you have to explain why, because the dodge is why, or is it like
maybe he was like a safari, like photographer.
Maybe he covered wars.
He covered wars. Yeah,
that's exactly it. He covered wars. He covered the Great War. Yeah, the war. He covered the Great War with his dad, who was also. They both got drafted together. He was 18. No, he was 32. He was 29, I guess. And his dad would have been like 50 something. I haven't worked that out yet. But they both went in together into the Great War. They were supposed to be soldiers, but they became like kind of photojournalists of the time, and they were the ones taking the photos in the trenches and stuff like that. And Henry, while he was there, discovered this kind of fascination with taking pictures of like really macabre shit, really like the moments just before people's deaths and things like that. Like, he started like seeing how cool this was as a photographer to catch these moments because they were so unique. No other photographer was ever going to get this moment. And then there's other unique moments out there, like kids' birthdays, parties and shit like that, but everyone's always really fake at those, and there's no time for fake shit when you're right before death. Like, that's when everything can fade.
You know what's the most sincere picture you could ever get? A fresh tray of muffins.
Maybe that's why I know you. So he got into this whole like he came back from the war looking for these like unique experiences and looking for people to be like being very real and stuff like that. And so he started covering these unique events like parties and stuff. But he would catch a couple of things here and there, like, you know, like brothers pushing each other's face in the cake, and you get like the look of like yeah from the brother, and then look of like no from the one who got his face or whatever. But then there'd also be like mothers pretend like trying to smile through, being like, oh, I'm gonna have to clean him up later. Oh, it's all fun though. And everyone's been really fake and horrible, and he hated that kind of thing. He got really bored of that as a photographer, and so he started looking to make disasters and death happen around him. And that's
we had an idea for.
You know what? I think that's like a very good point for your character to meet mine.
It may well be. What he's ended up doing is becoming a crime scene photographer. So that can tie us into a whole bunch of
because
like the idea we had earlier when we talked, you said you were going to be the investigator, like investigating things with the twins' mom's disappearance.
Yeah, so that was gonna be the crime scene photography. If there was a consideration that there was like, if something, because she's gone missing, how did she go missing? Or had she's died, how did she die? Like, what was there a crime involved?
And so, yeah, maybe at the same time I was hired as a bounty hunter to work on this job.
I figure we're more likely to meet through the detectives.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like
detectives,
me being brought in as help from the police itself, and then just introduced
something. What are they called? The one's got a horrible name. It's like Lake and Maelstrom or something. The second one's got a terrible name. Slaughter.
Slaughter, yes.
Isaac Lake and Morgan Slaughter.
That's
yes.
the ones. Yeah. So yeah, the two of them. I figure I'm gonna be. This is how I get tied into the other group. Is that I was the one taking the crime scene photography of the dead guys and the like all the.
So you might know the green walls from that time.
If the detectives investigated that as well, then yes, I could probably find it from that.
No.
I could
probably know our dad.
As well.
You probably know our father,
Yeah.
Mr. Greenwald.
Oh, is he a cop?
He would have been reporting it and stuff, right?
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
As
So
opposed
yeah,
to us,
probably
kind of.
probably spoke.
So we might have like seen you around, but like
Yeah.
Maybe that's
outside.
maybe that's the guy who hired me, Joakim. What do you think?
Who?
Your dad. Because I'm not like a normal detective, I'm a bounty hunter, so
You're
I
more
need
likely
to be
by the
hired.
cop.
Like I need
Or
to either
the
be
fact that he
hired.
investigated you.
Yes, I need to
Your
be
mom
hired. either by the
disappeared
family.
like
it was
a
ages
bunch
ago.
of years ago, like 14 years ago.
14 years ago, yeah, because I was 18 when it happened. Not that we've discussed this.
But yeah, when I like introduce the adventure, I will try
and all
to.
that. I really hope that if you're a
Somewhere.
photographer, that you take a photo of something and then we go back and we do it and it's not there, like a vampire or whatever.
That could happen.
Like, just before the game begins, just saying, "Can you take a load of photos, please?" Maybe that'll happen.
Well, that was the idea. Is I'm going to be taking photos of all this like weird shit because maybe like seeing this dude with like who like if I don't know if you, how much the last adventure you saw like the what we left behind in the bottom of the mansion or the bottom of
Yeah, I also know.
was like a dude who was cut in half at the gut and was like all just like kind of embalmed and dried out in the inside, but had like skin of stone and just everything was really weird. And I was like fascinated by this whole like, unique thing that no one's gonna see ever again. Holy shit! And so I start finding out what else is in their case files and start looking into shit. So I'm now interested in all this weird stuff that could be out there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm gonna be taking photos all over the place.
Yeah.
Of everything.
I think
Plus,
we're
I'm really
literally
creepy and weird.
out for a job, so I mean it's kind of easy to try me in however you want it. I can either meet the father, I can either be with the cops, but it would be a bit weird that detectives would open a cold case without any new evidence.
Yeah, there will be a reason though.
There is a reason.
I'm sure Joakim has a plan.
I have some kind of plan. It's not a whole
So
plan.
do you want to
but
jump in it?
we'll
Not a whole plan.
Get in there.
Do we have anything else we want to do before we jump in it?
Well, I still have to make
finish
two-
the character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the whole point in all that was that the reason he's good at dodging is because he sets up these like weird things, then fucking gets out so he can take the photo. If you agree with that, I'll take
Yeah,
that. If
sure.
not, okay, cool.
Yeah.
How long does it take to take a photo in 1920?
I have no idea.
Chat,
There's
go.
Camera.
Exactly. Chad.
Cameras are shitty at that point. I
So the
mean.
one where you have to like hold the thing up and you go.
Yeah, the like
Wait,
flash bulb, right?
two-
Like
They weren't like, yeah, but they weren't like the.
no.
There were pocket
They
cameras
were-
and stuff like that though, but
Yes.
I'm not sure
It's
how.
like-
Yeah, it's
I-
not
I
like it's
feel
not
like
like a
it's the-
Kodak wind on.
I feel like it's the flash bulbs, you know? Like I'm just thinking in terms of like encumbrance, like how much you're gonna be carrying, you know?
There are pocket
You've
cameras.
got like a
so-
bunch of okay.
I'm gonna. Well, yeah. The idea was I'd have one pocket camera that's like my special, like my baby. Like that's my special item, whatever it's called.
Oh, do you know what would be awesome? Just saying. Just thought of it. If you take a picture of something that you think's weird and there's just people in the background, but one of the people is Cthulhu or something weird. Only when you see it when you've developed the photo.
Just Cthulhu hanging in the background, like I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
Yeah, like you take a picture of all of the detectives or something,
Yeah.
and then one of them there's just like Cthulhu, like
One of them's got a tentacle like wriggling out of his shirt.
Oh my god.
Apparently tentacles make
get the
dogs
hell
go
out of me
crazy.
as well. Hang on.
I said tentacle and the dog lost its shit. I love it. The other skill, I don't know yet.
Look, the dog's worried about Cthulhu, okay?
Yeah, I would be. I'm guessing probably something. It probably makes more sense to be like history or something. I don't know if history makes sense either.
It could be a good idea because we don't really have, like, this is more mechanical wise, we don't have any kind of knowledge in the party whatsoever.
Oh, you have next
Yes,
week.
we do.
You have next week. I can promise you that.
Eugene's all over it, I guess.
Yep.
I guess
Here's
Asian
my
bakers.
We know how to bake things. That's knowledge.
Yeah.
That's a knowledge.
I don't know what else
If
I would
there are
have.
any strange pastries.
How many points do you have left?
I've still got a bunch of points, but I have another skill to pick.
Yeah,
I don't know what
he's
else
still
fits the
picking
character.
skills.
I have one more to pick, and I don't know what what would
I
fit the
mean,
character.
Wouldn't you have? This is my idea, of course. So I might be completely wrong. Would you have any type of like? I would definitely see a photographer being good at stealth and spot
It's
hidden.
already on there, I think.
I have
No,
as default. I have fast talk, psychology, spot hidden, stealth, arts and crafts, photography, and science chemistry.
Yeah.
Are my like given skills at the beginning.
So I can see a bunch of skills working for this. It's like you're interested in macabre stuff, so occult might be a good skill.
I don't know if that counted as
Um,
being occult, just being interested in death in general. Because that's more, is that kind of like the magic side of death?
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't
Which
think
we just
occult.
got into.
I don't think occult is necessarily like magic in itself. It's simply occult.
it's fairy tales and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's simply just everything that doesn't really fit with the real
What people
world.
believed a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah.
What's natural world?
It's
Nature.
basically it's basically the D&D skill nature.
Right. Okay.
Nature.
It's not biology. It's not the science stuff. It's just what people have been observing.
This
for-
herb makes you fall asleep. This herb does
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
This one kills you.
Resident
Probably.
Evil.
This one heals you. This one makes it heal you more.
Yeah. Let's try and combine them.
Woo.
It's really great.
Fusion.
I have a 40 in natural world, so.
Oh damn! I'd be down to take.
We
climb
have every
as like
fucking
a-
thing.
we
Like
got a
they have
bad
everything.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then. Let's do.
We
climb.
got a
If you were
badass.
in the war, any firearm skill would make sense.
That is true. A firearm skill would make sense. I'll probably take firearms rifles.
A
then.
pistol. I think a pistol.
RNS is rifle shotgun, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do rifle shotgun then. I probably had a Lee Enfield. No, not Lee Enfield.
No,
Yeah.
it's rockets and submarines.
No, the Enfield. You would have the normal one. Is 1 second because I have the normal one.
Poultry's new character just shows up in a submarine.
The normal one is the bolt action.
We've
Selfie.
been looking for Cthulhu in the ocean.
Poultry. The
Come
normal,
with me quickly,
The
I
normal
found
rifle
it.
is the bolt action.
A giant sea sloth at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Is
oh,
it just called bolt action?
Oh,
Isn't it have
I'll
like a name
copy
like
it
Penguin
over.
Garand or whatever?
This is it.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
probably get in that then.
They have like generic names in the book, but you can apply brand.
You can
names
decide
if
which
you
one
want
it is
to.
if you feel like it. Okay, cool. Okay, so with all these skills, what do I get to do with them? Apart from obviously I get to put points in, but what do I get to do as like a?
I think you add something to them because they're yours. I think, don't you?
The only thing you get is like the occupational skill points is for these skills. That's the thing.
And what does that do?
Oh, okay, so I can only add it to those things that are ticked.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Okay, that makes more sense. I was trying to remember how that worked. But I can just be like, I have put like a bunch of points
Also,
in.
you have to put points into credit rating.
Yes, I do. It is 20.
Wow,
down.
it's
I had it
even
written
lower
down
than
in both
mine.
I think it was from like 9 to 30 is what I was allowed to get, or something
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
So I went kind of middle of the road. I figure crime scene photography. That's I know I'm not taking shots at the big wigs, but I'm getting paid by the government. That's something.
Yeah.
So you get that shot, that super shot, the Cthulhu shot.
That's all I need. I need my
There it
Peter
is.
Parker.
Yeah.
The one photograph that you show to people and it takes them from 0 to 100% insanity in 1 second.
Yeah, like, I can never look at it. But I'm like,
They're looking upon the visage of
You get
horror.
to absorb their
It is
credit
a
rate.
picture. It is a picture of the one who must not be named, like the man in yellow. Like,
it's like hearing the voice of God. I just kind of go like, oh, and you're inside.
blah, blah, blah.
It's like that Monty Python sketch with the funniest joke ever. It's that, but it's a picture. Yeah. And it'll fucking ruin people. Okay, so I can work out like where I'm going to put these skill points after. I can do that later.
Okay, cool. So do you want to jump into just meeting each other?
You have more skill points though, as well. You have the skill points you can put anywhere, which is 2 times intelligence.
Okay, cool. I'll add those as well then. Skill points for anywhere.
As you do that, do you want to do like How I Met Elf and Brad, and as he just does his kills in the background?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you should probably know them from earlier.
Got points for
So, do we have any ideas for that? Like, how did you?
So I'm kind of Elf, Brad. This is your father. This is your thing. I'm kind of the guy to hire for finding stuff that's been lost or people that've been lost, and I'm usually the guy to hire for a job that the police won't usually take.
You are Repairman Jack. This is going to be very specific if anyone actually knows who Repairman Jack is.
I have no idea.
Okay, trust me, you are Repairman Jack. You've got some good reading to read now.
Okay, I'm Repairman Jack, and
Paul
what
Wilson's
do
Repairman
you
Jack
need me
series. You are that character in my head now. Done.
Come on.
Easily one of my favorite characters of all time, so don't worry about it. We're best friends.
Repairman George.
Repairman George.
Repairman George. So what do you need me for?
So we hired you.
I mean, either you or your father.
Okay, let's just do
Now.
the whole introduction to the adventure so we can actually get going.
That's
Oh,
a good
cool.
idea.
What's yours?
So,
Wait, should we have Fuzzy here for that?
Fuzzy is not gonna be here. This
Fuzzy's
Fuzzy.
not gonna be here, so we're just.
Oh, I
gonna
thought we were
do
just gonna
it
wait another hour. Okay,
No.
cool.
yeah, let's see where my notes are for this.
Introduce us.
So, ever since your mother disappeared, like, she disappeared out of her bed with like the door still locked, not a thing missing, windows closed, like just gone. Ever since then, you've like seen her face in crowds and heard her like calling you from like another room or stuff like that, just occasionally, like once or twice a year. And this might be just you want to see her or hear her again, so your mind kind of makes it so. But recently it's happened more often, and you have like started to dream about her. Like you, out of nowhere in any like normal dream, you can see her like screaming for help, and every single time a tall black man is like, he's like, if a white person, like he has like Caucasian features, but he's like charcoal black, and he has these like thick, like a thick robe that's flowing, and when he walks away with your mother, like you have hear like clicking noises as if he has hooves.
Y'all have some racist dreams.
This is the 1920s.
You're dreaming about blackface over here.
Apparently that's a character trait. I don't remember writing it in, but we're racist.
Sounds good.
So-
Sounds good.
If you didn't know, Lovecraft was super racist, and this is one of his creations, so...
Fair.
Let's see if I missed anything. Yeah, he has like hairless, so like no eyebrows or anything like that, no hair. And these dreams like wake you up in the middle of the night every time, like it's horrible things. But just recently, you actually managed to hear one of the things you're screaming. Usually it's just super muffled and like far away. But you heard her scream like Herman Adler, and you have no idea who this guy is.
Herman Adler.
Now it's time to pull up your notebooks and start writing things down.
Here we go.
Yeah. And the adventure is going to start on, let's see what the date is, Friday 10th June 1921. If that's important for you.
10th of June, 1921. All right.
That was 2 days ago, and like a bunch of years.
A bunch of years. just a bunch.
It was 2 days ago and like a bunch of years.
Like so many years.
Thanks, Poultry.
It's okay.
So can you, real fast, can you repeat the date and the name of the guy?
The guy is Herman Adler, and the date is Friday 10th June 1921.
And that name is only known to them through her.
Yep.
Through their dreams, right?
Through the dreams.
So we've been having these dreams for a long time, right? Are we having them the same nights and stuff, or is like one of us having the dream?
But both of them are having like
Just sync. We're in sync. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes it weirder.
It's
The best thing I've ever been involved in my entire life, and I've been to prison.
well, damn.
I haven't really.
That's exactly what a criminal would say.
That's exactly what's been to prison.
So these dreams have been going on for a long while, and I think you're like would be into investigating if you could find anything out about this.
Well, if we have a name, for sure. I mean,
Yeah, like if we suddenly hear this thing, I feel like my character would have been put in like not really been too believing in this thing being like a real thing because he's into psychology. But like,
Ivy is like entirely convinced that like their mom is alive somewhere.
were you not mildly involved, not involved in the occult, but like interested in it, or was
No,
that thing that you didn't actually do?
I didn't actually do that. I don't think.
Okay, so you've always believed that it's prophetic or something.
Well, not always, but as we started having like synchronized dreams and stuff, I imagine she sort of believed it more and more.
I imagine I would have come around by now, and definitely when we had the Herman Adler dream.
Yeah.
But just for the sake of it, up until now, I've always been like, it's just a psychological thing. Of course, we're going to see her face in crowds.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a special thing for the first day of the adventure, and you're going to roll a d4 each, and the order of this like matters. So pick one who goes first.
I did it. I went first.
I went second.
No, not you. Just the twins.
Damn it!
You're not special.
I guess I'll roll.
You go first. Do you want me to roll mine too?
Yeah.
Oh, twins.
Twinned up. I love it.
So that's the thing I'm going to use when we actually start.
Oh my god.
Well, I think we are actually starting now.
I'm so nervous.
Yeah. So, why have you contacted like especially these two people to help you with your investigations?
Well, I mean, if we have a name, we need people who can track down whoever this person is, because we have no idea. We've never met a guy named Herman Adler, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And who's the best people at tracking other people down? Bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Big bad dog.
Repairman George.
We make enough money working at the bakery
Yeah.
and stuff that we can like hire someone to look into it for us, like privately.
Father who needs a name.
He needs a name. Okay.
Yeah. Would totally pay for that. Like he's like when you.
What should we name our father, Brad?
Mr. Father.
Herman Adler. No, I'm kidding.
The mystery is solved.
I've never heard that name before. We've only ever known him as father.
Yeah, that's what it all along. I guess he just needs like a normal name, right?
Yeah, you could use the
Like Quincy
random table.
Greenwald.
Yeah, I don't have the table thing. I haven't got the
Quincy.
PDF.
I don't
Peter.
know. It's 1920.
No, it's a good name. I like it.
Yeah.
Quincy.
Quincy.
Reginald.
The
So,
original
like,
skill splitter.
in chat, someone says like call him Winston, but the person is called Randy, so I think we should call him Randy. Randy Randall.
You're called Rand. Oh yeah.
Randy Greenwald. Oh yeah, because then I'd be
Randy-
Randall Jr.
Yeah. Randy Jr.
I mean, he could be. Shall I be Randall Jr.?
That works. You
Yeah.
can be Randall.
Randall Greenwald the
Or
second.
is that just that's just gonna get confusing?
Yeah,
Call him
that's
Winston.
Yeah.
That's gonna be confusing.
Winston.
Winston.
I think Winston's pretty good.
Pull the trigger.
I'm alright with Winston.
Let's go, Winston.
Okay.
Okay, so did
Big fans
Winston
of
hire me?
Churchill in our house when the time comes. It was the Second World War. Don't worry about it.
Hasn't happened yet. Don't worry about it.
I studied history in real life, 100%.
1939.
Let's decide
That's when it starts.
mother's name as well.
Molly.
Randall.
Molly.
Right.
Alice.
Alice, Molly.
Simply because my girlfriend is texting me right now and his name is Alice.
Oh wow. I just wanted Molly Greenwald.
Name our characters' mothers after your girlfriend. I don't know if we.
Does anyone know what the mother in
We're not.
Supernatural is called?
No.
Because it's like, this is what we said when we created the character. We were like, it's very Supernatural-esque.
Yeah.
the sibling.
I always thought we were sort of more like Mulder origin story. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he sees it happen. They see it happen. We don't see it happen.
Dana Greenwald.
We are like Mulder.
Mary.
Mulder Winchester.
Mary.
Chad is
Mary.
saying Mary.
Mary
There you go.
Greenwald. All right.
Mary.
Dana.
That's fine. Dana.
Dana
Dana.
Greenwald.
Is it Dana or Mary? What would you do?
That
with
doesn't
it?
matter.
Mary Diana Greenwald.
Mary.
Both.
Mina.
Yeah, Mary's good.
Mary, okay.
Because there's that like whole Jesus analogy there too.
Wow.
Okay, so we now have the characters' names. What's next?
Yeah, so have you like contacted the other two to have a meeting on the afternoon or something maybe?
Have we? So we've. Did you say
Yeah,
we've called George?
we've contacted these two to like work for us privately to find out who this Herman Adler guy is.
Oh, we contacted them separately, or are you now working together, you two?
I
Yeah, are you
mean,
guys
he
together or-
knows me, I think.
Do I?
Or do you want to do like we know each other simply because you work in together? Like you're
It's
basically.
easier if you know each other, so...
I think we
I
should
would
know each
know
other.
you if the detectives had investigated you. So if they were investigating George as part of Jack's thing, then yes.
Secondly, I would have a lot of connections with the police. So if
Yeah.
you came
Maybe
in,
there's no need from being that guy.
if you literally came in and looked for like horrendous cases for you to be able to photograph, I would be the guy that would mostly likely be hired as extra help in some cases.
Why didn't we hire a private investigator?
I
Because we
am
have-
kind of a private
That's a
investigator.
question for you.
I think
Did hire one.
Do we know
Why
one of
these
guys
people, like-
from before though?
You hired one and he disappeared mysteriously a month ago.
But we've
Oh god.
we've maybe heard like that like George gets shit done. You know what I mean? Like that
yeah,
there
like
are-
I'm the
No,
guy
just being like, 'cause
exactly.
we were saying that maybe we met Poultree's character. What was your character called? Malcolm.
I've forgotten. I was gonna say Dennis. Henry.
Yeah.
Henry. But we might have met him before years ago when he was taking pictures or something for the police or whatever. Did that actually happen?
Well, I would have been like, my dad was also a photographer. If we make him a crime scene photographer and I just kind of followed his line of work, then I might have been along on case with him. Kind of thing. He was.
Yeah,
taking
that makes
photos
sense.
there.
So I guess maybe we called Poultry, and then Henry was like, "Oh, I also know this guy George who's just been through some weird
crazy
stuff, and
shit.
also gets shit done."
Mhm.
And then that's why they've both showed up.
that makes sense. Like we contacted Henry, and then Henry contacted.
We contacted Henry's and his father's thing
Yeah.
that they do
Yeah.
because we had that in a little Rolodex.
Yeah, that was the guy. And you called the number and I pick up instead. Well, I'm actually a
Yeah.
photographer.
Yeah.
I can-
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Man,
Cool.
we're all gonna have these
And you
these
called-
things are gonna
you
come
called
out
me
about our
up?
parents. This is like the second foray into this investigation kinda.
Yeah.
The sins of our fathers will be revealed.
If it's going to matter, I don't know if it will. Davis was my dad's name. Davis Nichols.
Okay, so I guess me and Ivy were like, you heard the name. We need to call them. We need to call someone. And then we called you guys.
Yeah.
Because we were like, now, how are we ever going to find out who
Like
these
we're
people
never gonna find it on our own. Like we took a little go at it, and we couldn't find anything on.
Yeah, we don't know what the
guy.
hell we're doing. I had a look in my library. I go to
So
a
do we
library a
wanna-
lot.
Do we want to say we meet at your bakery or at a bar?
I think we should meet at the bakery.
Yeah.
We love that bakery.
I guess that will be like after you close for the day or something. Because you
Yeah.
still have,
Like set up, finish serving the last customers, and then wait for our appointment.
I think
a
it's
couple
me
of
and
things will
go-
happen during the day though. Like I guess you have like a big pantry room where you stock.
Oh
flour.
yeah, there's like a back room where there's like a big oven, you know, like the industrial size, sort of
Yeah.
like crazy, fucking commercial oven, and you know, like room in the back with like all the ingredients and such that we need to like dip into.
So, like, you work like normal, just making your muffins and your bread and whatever. And Ivy, when you enter the pantry sometime during the day just to get more flour or whatever, you see your mother hanging on an upside down cross with her throat slit. Like, there's blood everywhere.
Okay, whatever I'm holding, I drop it. I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah.
So you just hear like, oh fuck, from the back room, like.
What?
So that will be the first sanity check of the session.
Oh my god, really? I haven't even done anything yet.
Well, at least it wasn't me that
This
found
is
it.
gonna be fun if she goes crazy.
Just straight away.
Yeah.
Alright, how do I...
This was the joke that me and Elf had as well, because we're coming in
Yeah.
as noobs to the game, that we would instantly die.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
week 1.
How do I do a sanity check?
Yeah, there's a small dice besides your sanity, like sanity dice.
Oh. I'm just looking for sanity on my sheet now. Oh, there it is. Boop.
Hey, you fucking failed bad.
Alright.
Oh no.
Explain, can you quickly just run down what that is there that
Yeah.
I'm looking at?
So when you're
How do you
rolling
roll?
sanity, you want to roll below your sanity or equal to it. If you fail,
Is that the values? Your sanity 65.
yeah, and you use the first of the rolls. Like they roll multiple.
So that
of them.
96 is what I rolled. Sweet
Yeah.
deal.
So you
That's
did
it.
instantly go insane.
That
No.
would have been a fumble if you could fumble sanity rolls, but you can't. So, let's see.
So the way the sanity works is like if you don't pass, you have to take away a certain amount of sanity, and I think it's
Yeah.
decided by the keeper. I don't know for certain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and basically, if you use too much, if you use 5 in like in just that roll,
Yeah.
If
You
you use
go-
5 in a single roll,
yeah, you go temporarily insane, so something bad happens to you. If you lose a fifth of your sanity during a session, you go permanently insane.
Okay,
indefinitely.
well,
God.
Indefinitely,
direct me, Joakim. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So you should lose 1d6 sanity from seeing this.
Oh,
because
fuck.
you failed the roll.
Okay.
If you lose 5, you could fuck some shit up right now.
Like real bad.
2.
Sweet.
So just reduce your sanity by 2.
I'm okay.
Now, is the fifth thing? Is it a fifth of your starting sanity or a fifth of like your
Fifth of what you had when you started that day.
that day?
The
Okay.
session,
Yeah.
like the session.
Yeah.
Well, depending on when our days are, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
something-
wait, does this flash, or is it like she's still hanging there in front of me on this cross?
Oh, she's still there.
Oh my god, I try and fucking take her down. Like, I try and get her off the...
When
Is she
when-
alive? What does she look like?
Well,
Oh, no, her throat's slit.
was slit
Yeah.
and
Her throat's
like
slit.
gurgling blood. So, when you take a few steps forward, she just disappears.
Okay. So
I
she
want to say that I started running, by the way, at the
Yeah.
scream. So
Yeah.
I'm already on my way.
So,
I don't know.
like, as you enter the pantry behind Ivy, she's like standing there, sort of like her hands are out, like she was gonna do something, and she's like, she looks confused and like worried, you know, and she turns around and she goes, I saw our mother here. She was. It was
What do you mean?
horrible.
What? Like, what? I thought you'd hurt yourself. What do you mean you saw her like we always do?
No, not the same. Not the same at all. She was hanging upside down, and her throat had been cut, and
Where? Like, where?
just right here. She's like
But it was like a vision.
gesturing
And
to
we
like
were like-
empty air, you know.
I'll come over and like hug you straight away as well.
Yeah.
Because like this is like totally like we have these dreams all the time.
Yeah.
But it was a vision, like it wasn't a thing, like we don't need to like it's not like there's nothing here, right? For me, I mean Joakim.
No, it's not there for you.
Okay.
Like Ivy's already thinking to herself, you know, like, oh, I must have imagined it, or like it was horrible, but it can't have been real, like that kind of
I'll walk you out because we live above the
Yeah.
bakery, right? So maybe
Yeah.
we go like we should head upstairs and like sit you down somewhere and I'll like make tea or whatever Americans do.
You should
We
bring a
don't-
muffin because we regained sanity.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll go and make you like a tea and I'll go and grab like a tray of muffins and just like set up
Yes,
stuff and we'll
yes.
sit and
She's
talk.
just gonna relax in like the like living room.
Yeah.
You might want to deal with the last customers, however, if there's anybody still in the shop.
Oh, is the shop still like this? Is during the day, right?
Yeah.
Father would be here though. He runs the shop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Good point.
So I'll like take you upstairs and we'll just leave him. Oh, right. During this time, I would have explained to him that you had another one of your visions or one of our things that we see, but it was a particularly disturbing one or whatever. Like, I would have explained it. I'll make you like a nice, whatever you drink. You're a bit of a mechanic, right? So like a nice thick coffee, probably.
Yeah.
This is American as well, and they love coffee. I'm not going to be role playing an accent because I'm not going to offend people.
Why not?
I can't hold an American New York accent. It will just be constant abuse from chat.
No.
So,
eventually, if I ever have to do like if an American joins us one week, I will be instantly ashamed.
So yeah, she sort of relaxes a bit and drinks the coffee that she's brought, eats a muffin, you know, tries to calm down a bit. And she's like, what time is this like during the day, Joakim?
Like midday. So.
Oh, okay. Well, she needs to get back to work like as soon as possible because, you know.
I guess I'll be like bouncing between the two though. I would just be like, just chill out for a bit. It's lunchtime, right?
Yeah,
so like,
she
take
waits.
a break, take your lunch.
She waits like an hour and then she gets back to work.
Like have your lunch and then I'll tag you back in or whatever, and me and Father can go.
Dealing with the mechanical situations of the oven and so forth, you know.
Since you ate a muffin, just saying.
That's true.
In that time, you would have eaten a muffin, and that does something special for us, right?
It does during downtime. Like,
okay.
During downtime, you can spend time with your muffins, and
what's the deal with that? So because muffins are our belief or ideology.
Our ideology, is centered.
Our ideology is muffins are the answer to everything, and I think we can use them to recover sanity, but it's in the downtime.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because I was just going to be armed with muffins the whole time.
You know what?
What the hell is that?
You know the worst thing is? You know the worst thing is that if you fail your sanity check during downtime, you have to change your ideology.
Yeah.
It's okay. Eclairs are everything.
Okay, I'll continue to run the store with Father for a bit while you chill, and then
the day would continue as per pace. I mean, Ivy's very eager to meet these investigative types now because she wants to try and look into this shit like even more so.
Yeah, I guess we would have discussed that a little bit. Like, all right, lucky those guys are coming tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see them tonight, and hopefully they'll be able to find some answers for us, and we can stop torturing ourselves over this.
Does Father believe us and stuff about all this?
That's up to you. It's like you get to decide a lot of details about him. Like this.
He probably doesn't want to believe it because he's already like said goodbye to her, sort of thing. And if he's not having the visions, it's a little bit harder to believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't had any of those. So.
It's one of maybe one of those things where he knows something's wrong, but he doesn't actually believe it's the thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I only come round to it because of like.
Like it's just the stress of running a high pressure, sales.
Yeah, and like people are always like that. It's like, well, you're just obsessing over the situation and the thing, and you're probably making it worse for yourselves because you're constantly thinking about it, and it's a thing. I guess he will be like that, but sympathetic.
So Joakim, do we come in the picture, or is it still happening
soon?
Okay. Okay.
Well, you're like running shop, you're going to need some dough, right? And when you're like at it and needing dough, you see like your skin getting caught in the dough, like it's peeling off you.
Who is seeing this?
Was it Randall?
Okay.
Oh, I'm seeing it?
Yeah.
Oh damn! I thought this was all going on to like. I thought Ivy was just going like crazy by herself. So I look in the window and I see my skin peeling off.
When you're kneading dough, you see like your skin peeling off from your fingers into the dough.
Oh my god! So I see it in. Oh my god. I mean, I probably wouldn't scream, but I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna just drop everything, and like. I probably would fucking scream, actually.
Would you?
Like, now, just like kind of imagined it. I'd be like, oh my god, like, yeah, I'd probably like
What
shout
the
out,
hell?
drop everything, and just.
And you just look up for a second and see like your reflection in the window or whatever, and you see like your face, like your skin dropping off.
What?
I'm full on like freaking out now, and I turn around. Who's in the room? Is anyone in the room with me?
I guess customers, like you can see them like.
So I instantly
Like,
scream, and I'll be like, "Help! Help! Help!"
Father
Like,
is probably there as well.
yeah,
So
I'm gonna
you
just be
also
like
need
shouting
to
at everyone.
Sanity check.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a thing. You don't have to tell me if you don't want it.
Yeah,
Is this what the fuck? Is this what the 1d6s were for?
Yeah, this was what the 1d4 was about.
Oh, 1d4. Sorry, yeah. Are you gonna?
Oh,
do
what?
it?
You also fail.
You failed to.
Fuck.
So that's 1d6 sanity.
See, first 20 minutes, me and Brad already losing
Yep.
sanity.
Here we go.
We said it.
Just saying, this adventure is pretty harsh, but I think it will be a lot of fun.
Can't wait to lose this character too.
I feel weird and like scared inside.
Or
Like
1d6.
I feel nervous. I'm
Roll a
already freaking
d6
out.
to see how much sanity you lose, Brad.
Yeah.
3.
You're good.
Oh.
You're good. You're good.
Yep. You're fine.
So I take that off of my temporary insanity.
So, of course,
No.
as soon as you're
Oh,
making noise, like, you know, being crazy,
Yeah, I'm freaking out and so like shouting at people to help
come
me.
over and sort of like try and grab you by the shoulders a little bit, you know, like just like you're okay. There's what's
I'm
happening.
like shouting and I'm shouting like get the med kit and like
She's like, as soon as you say get the med kit, she's like okay, and she runs off to go get it because
Father
there's-
is like coming up to you and saying like, what is it? What is it, son?
like don't you see my hands, my face?
No.
I can still see it, right? When I'm looking,
Yeah.
is it still peeling off and
Yeah.
stuff? Or is there like blood running down?
You have
my
lost a couple of fingers now as well.
I'm like I'm
Yeah.
freaking the hell out and like I'm shouting at people to help. I'm like, why are you all just standing around? Like my
Ivy-
face is
Ivy-
peeling off.
Ivy comes running back in with like the, you know, like the white red cross med
Yeah.
kit, you know, like puts it down, opens it up. She's like, what's wrong? You know, like getting like the bandage out, like getting like the
Yeah, I'm like like hell, like hell.
Disinfectant.
Why can't you tell what's wrong? Like my peeling off. My face is peeling off.
I don't see anything.
Like I need to go to a hospital.
So at this point, you just start seeing yourself again as you are. Like you.
Like blink and it's all back.
Yeah.
Ivy's like there. She's got like a bandage like this, going like, what? Why?
I'm like, what the fuck? Like my hands, I thought they were like, my fingers were falling off. And I'll like look in the reflection again. I'll be like, I saw my skin peeling off and it was happening. Like, do I look normal to you?
You look fine.
Did you not see my my fingers peeling off?
No, I didn't see anything. That's new.
This shit is getting weird now. I kind of want to cry. At this point, my character kind of wants to cry, but he's the big tough.
Ivy's gonna turn to their father and be like, Father, can we close up for today? There's so much crazy shit going
Yeah.
on.
I'm already out. Like, I'm just gonna walk off. I'm gonna go upstairs
Yeah.
because I'm not dealing with it. I like freaked out and I don't know how to deal
So,
with
like
it.
while you're like getting yourself comfortable, you know, Ivy's gonna go over to the front of the store. So be like, sorry folks, like we're closed for today.
I'm guessing they're all freaking out as well. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
well,
not-
they're all like, "What the fuck just happened?" And
This is crazy.
Ivy's trying to be
like,
diplomatic, like, "Don't worry about it, you know, like it's fine. Just you guys go and come back, you know, tomorrow. If you have an order, we'll have it ready for you. You know, like all that."
Give everyone a muffin.
Yeah,
You
and,
have a
the
muffin. You have a muffin.
complimentary croissants, you know, for everyone.
Yeah. I'm gonna go like I'm totally just gonna like sit by myself upstairs for a minute and just like and stare at my hands and like think it over because I'm like, wait, how did I see that? Like, am I going crazy? Like, because I'm like intelligent and psychological, so he's probably gonna be sat there thinking like, am I going crazy or was that part of this weird shit that I'm coming to accept? Or are we both going crazy? Or is this just starting to stress us out too much? Did it actually happen, then stop happening, or what? Like all of those thoughts that you'd be like,
So
What
you
the
know,
hell?
Ivy like flips the sign over to closed, and then comes up and sort of sits with you and goes like, "Are you all right?"
no.
No, me neither. I really, really hope that we can figure this shit out.
Like, I really thought my face was falling off. I saw it. I saw my.
I believe that you really thought that because you looked like you really thought that, but I didn't see anything.
Like, are we going crazy? Is it like what? Like.
I mean, I don't know.
Are we just both going crazy at the same time in sync? Is this like that time when we both knew when to high five? We just both turned around and high fived, and it was weird and a twin thing. Is this a weird twin thing, but we're both going insane?
I mean, it could be.
We should just go and see someone about it, like a doctor.
Well, let's at least talk to these people that we've hired this afternoon, and depending on what they say, then yeah, we should definitely think about hospitalization.
I mean, we can totally like just get these guys to find out who this Herman Adler guy is, because we both heard their name, but that's not going to help us with the fact that we're just seeing these crazy things. And like, you see a weird thing, it stresses me out, then I see a weird thing, and we're just stressing ourselves out even more.
But I think they might have some sort of knowledge of these like weird things. Like these kind of strange occurrences.
Wait,
I've heard
Joakim's gone.
Joakim
yeah,
just
I know.
died.
I'm just filling the void with in-character yammering.
Okay.
And we might be able to have them talk to us about like if they've experienced anything like this. Like maybe we won't be alone in it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm like sullen and just like scared and in thought and weirded out, kind of pissed off that I can't work it out. Because it would stress you out, right?
Oh yeah.
Because you just think you're going insane.
And you have to assume that when you're seeing shit that no one else is, you have to start thinking that.
Yeah.
So I'm back now.
Welcome back.
Yay! My internet just died for the first time in 6 months.
No, it's okay. We just did a little bit of in-character talking.
Yeah.
We basically said that we think we're going insane. We're going to speak to these guys to find out if they can find this Herman Adler person, but that doesn't particularly stop the fact that
we're going insane.
Going insane just somehow at the same time.
And then we may need to talk to a psychiatrist.
Yeah, maybe we should go and see like a psychiatrist about it, because it's like I'm thinking it's like a coincidence. I'm not thinking anything weird's going on. I'm just thinking like both of us are a bit stressed out, and this is our outlet maybe, and that like she sees something freaking crazy, and then it stresses me out and makes me think about it, and then suddenly I see something crazy, and we're just both starting to snap for just some reason that I don't understand particularly.
Yeah. So meanwhile you're talking about this, father's probably like taking care of you, bringing you like hot cocoa and muffins or something.
Yes.
And he doesn't really know how or if he should get involved in this, because I take it as a bit of an introvert, like he's like don't really.
Yeah, I feel like he's the type of person that would have, like after mother died, he kind of just got wrapped up in the bakery and was more like, he like looked after us and stuff, but he isn't like doting father.
No.
Yeah.
Because he's the type of person that didn't let me go to Harvard or whatever it was because he made me work with the bakery. Yeah, he was like really business orientated. So I feel like he probably would have been like, all right, I've closed the store, and admit that I've had to close the store because you two are freaking out.
Okay.
Like he's like a hot.
But he does care about you.
He cares, but
he will probably do something for you when he sees you freaking out that much.
And this wouldn't have been the first time that me and Ivy would have freaked out after, like we would have woken up and freaked out and been like, you had the same dream. We would have sat down and just discussed it with him as well. But whereas we're both there going like, that happened, he's kind of going like they're freaking out a lot more.
Yeah.
So I guess you just talking about this and resting until
we wait until our appointment basically with the others.
Yeah. So we can just jump to that and.
Ivy's gonna be waiting by the front door of the bakery basically to let him in.
I'm still gonna be a bit sullen and annoyed that I can't work out what's going on.
it is the top of the hour, so we could do the break and then go into that after.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Let's do a small
Works.
break, and we'll come back and jump into the adventure with Henrik and George. See you guys in a couple of minutes.
Bye.